Great peace, great peace, great peace, great peace. Let's talk about what's going on in the news and let's talk about what's going on in the courts. Um, I I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen. Um, there's so many cases in a judge's log for transgenderism rights, and with LGBTQ transgenderism, men want to become women so they can join the women's sports, so they can join the women's clubs, so they can join the women's activities. When we're looking at, and their accommodations as well, like, the right to use the restroom with the women and all of that, right? When we're looking at how they're trying to engage Africa now, they're all over the social media platforms. They're trying to engage Africa. Like, they're using Africa as like the litmus test for what is going to happen with, what's happening in transgenderism. Because, African countries, they won't welcome that stuff. They won't welcome it. Africa likes the fact that, we have a nucleus among what we know to be as tradition and what we know not as to be tradition. The women, they take care of the children. The men, they go out and work. So you're seeing that a lot of the people who are trying to become trans in America, they're falling into the trap of becoming trans. They want, like the trans males, right? You got even women trying to turn into men, like what is that about? And you're seeing this thing where the same races, right, that's engaging in this stuff, the same races, and the same genders, the trans people have this fixation with taking care of, their same gender. If it's a male turning into a woman, now he's a woman, he wants to take care of a man. You have the women who are turning into men, now they want to take care of the woman as, a man, right? This stuff is like, it's evolving. And the thing that I'm saying is that it's going to be an issue in the future. And like this stage, right, that we're seeing, right, it was supposed to happen. It was supposed to happen where men were going into transgenderism. It was supposed to happen because with age and technology, things don't stay the same. Things start to become, different. And this is a spinoff of computer geeks, computer techs, computer whizzes. This is a spinoff of that. And like, I'm glad I did this video because the touch bases on what we're seeing right now and how it's going to affect the next generation. The stuff we're going to see 10 years from now with this whole thing of hormone enhancement, hormone therapy, the things that we're going to see is going to be completely different. Like, men are not going to be able to find homeboys to go out and play basketball with. It's going to be to that degree. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to in that direction. And like, I want to give a message to like the young people who are in the African community. Don't allow Europeans and European unions to come to your land and associate you with their movements. I see a lot of people, they're going to Norway because they have good visa programs. They're going there and they're getting involved in the movements of the people there. Like, you have to be very careful about that. You have to be very careful about that because, they don't really care about our survival. They don't really care about whether we stay men or we stay women. They don't care about that. The thing that they want to do is they want to control the power like they've been doing. They want to control everything. So like, be careful about, the movements that pop up, the new terminology, the new acronyms. You know, we didn't see BLM coming. We didn't see Black Lives Matter coming. Now the co-owners of that, they're sitting on stacks of money. You know what I mean? Like, they got yachts, they got homes, resorts, you know, they're going on trips. And that funding then go to places like, you know, Philadelphia, Detroit, and all these other places, you know what I mean? Like Lexington, Kentucky, where black people are, right? It didn't go to these places to help them, you know, shore up their identity politics. It didn't do that. So, you know, don't be so quick to fall for these movements. You know, don't be so quick because, you know, we know where it's headed. We know where it's headed. Great peace, Yakoki.